Battle of Vienna, fought on September 12, 1683, was a major turning point in the centuries-long struggle between the Ottoman Empire and Christian Europe. It marked the climax of the Ottoman Empire's westward expansion and ended in a decisive victory for the Holy League, a coalition of Christian powers formed to defend Europe from Ottoman invasion. The battle took place outside the walls of Vienna, the capital of the Habsburg-led Holy Roman Empire, and involved one of the largest cavalry charges in history. The conflict began earlier in the year when Grand Vizier Kara Mustafa Pasha led an Ottoman army of around 150,000 men into Central Europe. The Ottomans had long been advancing into the Balkans and had already taken Budapest. Vienna, strategically located on the Danube River and considered the key to Western Europe, was the next target. Kara Mustafa hoped to deliver a crushing blow to Christian Europe and gain prestige and power within the Ottoman court. The siege of Vienna began in July 1683. The city, defended by a garrison of around 15,000 men under Count Ernst Rüdiger von Starhemberg, was not fully prepared for a prolonged siege. The Ottomans used sappers and artillery to weaken the city's defenses, slowly tunneling under the walls while bombarding them with cannons. Inside the city, food and ammunition were running low, and morale was fading. Meanwhile, the Holy Roman Emperor Leopold I fled the city, but worked quickly to assemble a coalition to relieve the siege. Pope Innocent XI had already been urging Catholic rulers to unite against the Ottomans, and a Holy League was formed. The most important ally was the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, led by King John III Sobieski. Sobieski agreed to march to Vienna's aid, bringing a well-trained army of around 27,000 men, including his elite winged hussars. By early September, the relief force, composed of roughly 70,000 troops from Poland, Austria, Bavaria, Saxony, and various German states, had gathered near Vienna. On September 11th, the coalition forces climbed the ridges of the Vienna woods, giving them a commanding position above the Ottoman camp. Kara Mustafa, focused on breaking through Vienna's walls, underestimated the threat posed by the approaching army. On the morning of September 12th, the Holy League launched its attack. The battle lasted all day, with heavy fighting on the flanks and in the center. The Ottomans struggled to respond effectively due to poor coordination and overconfidence. In the late afternoon, John III Sobieski led a massive cavalry charge with around 18,000 horsemen, the largest known cavalry assault in history. His Polish winged hussars, heavily armored and mounted on fast horses, smashed through the Ottoman lines and sent them into a panicked retreat. The Christian forces entered the Ottoman camp by evening. Vienna was saved. Ottoman casualties were high, and the survivors retreated in chaos. Kara Mustafa Pasha was later executed in Belgrade by order of the Ottoman Sultan for his failure. The victory at Vienna had wide-reaching consequences. It ended the Ottoman threat to Central Europe and began a shift in the balance of power. The Holy League would go on to reclaim much of Hungary and push the Ottomans southward over the next 16 years. The Habsburgs gained strength, while the Ottoman Empire began a slow decline. If you're someone who loves war stories, who's drawn to epic battles, heroic stands, and turning points that changed history, then this is your kind of channel. At Vistory Chronicles, we bring the battlefield to your screen. Quick, powerful stories from the past, in just seconds. From ancient wars to modern-day conflicts, Subscribe now and relive the moments that shaped our world. History wasn't just written, it was fought. And we're here to show you how.